Hi, I'm Tanya.
I'm Erin.
And if you've ever thought, is this it?
Pull up a chair.
This is hella good living.
We don't do midlife.
We do more life. Cheers.
Cheers.
Today we have a real wine.
It's a real wine kind of night.
Because we both had a lovely day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about rage. Let's talk about rage. Why we are literally irritated by almost everything.
Yes.
This is obviously, they say, something that comes along with perimenopause, along with your hormones, along with the changes in your body.
Or are people just getting stupider?
So, like, let's just, what kind of things irritate you? Like, what are your pet peeves, Erin?
Always, or just today
Just
in general?
like, whatever you want to go with.
Just the stupidest shit that happens. Like, for instance, the Dollar General today.
Oh.
Not sure why we buy our whole grocery cart full of food at the Dollar General. It's the place to stop to pick up like one or two things.
Right. Well, some people do, though. I remember when I was broke, I loved the Saturday coupon. So I would go in there. Do you know the Saturday coupon?
I do. I got one, actually.
Okay.
And you have to spend $25.
I
and you get $5
literally
off.
would plan certain things.
I get that, but I just
I know.
had
It was just
it was a rage moment. It was I
Yes,
had
exactly.
one thing to buy.
That's the thing. It's not always rational.
Yeah, I wasn't like I get it, and I'm not shaming anyone. It just pissed me off because she was in front of me.
Yeah, I get it.
So there,
I get
I'm
it.
still a little angry about it. Actually,
Okay, so rage comes in interesting ways. Like a lot of people will get highly irritated with their significant other.
oh yeah, I don't
Okay.
have one of those, so
You have had,
I have had.
and you don't recall anything.
It's all gone.
You
It's
don't
all
recall
gone.
anything they did wrong.
It's all gone.
And I'm raising 3 boys that need to be grown men that need to figure their shit out,
Right.
like loading the dishwasher.
Yes.
This is a thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you do with plastics?
On the top.
Yes, right? Why?
Why?
Why do you put them on the top?
Because that's where they're supposed to go. The heat. It
Thank
has
you.
to be on the top.
Thank you. If I have to repeat that one more time in my life,
Yeah.
so yeah, I that's one thing I lose it over. I'm like, I do not understand how you cannot comprehend.
The plastics go on the top.
They don't melt. Yeah, they do. Would you like me to show you the bowl
Right.
that you just ruined?
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be like, you know, the extra boy bowl.
Now we don't have an extra boy bowl. Get your friends out of my house. Extra boy bowl is gone.
Mouth breathing. Erin,
I do not have a mouth breather in my life, but honest to God, if I did,
it's significantly rage inducing because they're doing things and they're like,
oh,
I don't know.
close your mouth.
I don't know. And like, you don't hear yourself.
Right. And do you just look at them?
Well, sometimes it's from the other fucking room.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
no.
sitting there going, what could you be doing that is that
Getting
exhausting?
your cardio up now.
That you gotta
have to
mouth breathe. You especially had said,
Mm-hmm.
why am I so ragey?
Yeah.
Like, because
But
you've
it's-
never been that type of person.
Right. And like, honestly, I drive, I commute to work, and that is obviously rage inducing. And I do all the things actually to even try to curb it. Like, I'm the let them in person.
Yes.
And the I'm not going to be in a hurry because, you
Yep.
know, so I'm like mentally talking to myself so it doesn't happen.
Listen,
Something
like you listen to
always happens.
podcasts,
Oh,
things like
yeah.
that, whatever.
Or my
Yeah.
happy music. Sometimes I even have classical music on because I'm like, I can do this.
That is one thing that for my mental health
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to go back to a commute.
Yeah. I get
Like
that.
remote at home working has its pros and cons too, but like, I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just thought of a rage inducing moment.
Okay. But you were like, do I say it out loud?
No, Walgreens.
Oh.
Looking at my hormone replacement therapy patches that the person at Walgreens was like, they're on back order. I was like, you couldn't have let me know that somehow.
Are you on the app?
Yes.
Okay, you got to be on the app.
Oh, it was days of
I
me
remember.
like losing
And I
my
remember
shit.
being like, oh, well, you could just borrow one from me. And you're like, okay, I think I'm going to need to. And I opened my box and I'm like, God damn it, it's gone. I don't have any.
And they're
No,
on
I got to fill
back.
them.
Oh,
Like I had it on and I think it was like on day 2 or 3. And I was like, oh. So yeah, I felt your pain there.
Literally said to the pharmacy tech or whatever, I was like, you have no idea. She's like, well, there's not much I can do about it. And I'm like, well, you could have fucking filled it when I said.
Was she younger?
Yes.
Was she?
Of course she was.
Of course she was. So she doesn't know what happens when you don't have the patch for a while.
I was I actually cried even. Like the second or third time through the line, I cried.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Horrible. That's horrible. I was like, and this is why. This is
And there's some 50-plus-year-old man standing in line going, you better find those fucking patches. I've seen this shit go down.
I'm like, anywhere? There's a lot of Walgreens in the area. No one has them.
Yep. I just went through that with my sensors. I'm like, can you transfer it to another pharmacy? And so they did that. And then, yeah, it's the little things now that just
trigger.
It's big things too, obviously. Oh, yeah. But I think
it's the little ones that catch me off guard though.
Yeah. I have a lot of pet peeves.
Right.
And I think they've increased with age. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't stand a fucking loud truck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when a truck goes by and it's just, I'm like, really, dude?
And
really?
And that's I feel like that comes from somewhere in your past.
It could, but it still induces rage in me, like literal rage. And I'm like, okay, Tanya, it's just a truck. It's fine. No, it's not fine. It's not okay.
I know.
Yeah. So some other things that maybe have induced enough rage that you are now assessing boundaries. Can you think of any of those? Because I can.
Go first. I know I have a lot of boundaries in place.
Yeah. My boys induce such rage in me now that I am finally setting boundaries because I really didn't have to with them. I didn't feel like I had to. And of course, being from a divorced family, you do whatever you can to try to make everybody happy, even though sometimes, like, if their dad allowed them to do something, but I didn't think I should, I still let it happen because I didn't want to ruffle any feathers.
Right.
Oh, that shit's gone.
Right. Good.
That shit is in the past now. If my child loses one more thing,
it's gone.
I'm like, dude, like, so did I tell you about the laptop? The school laptop?
The backpack was the last thing I heard about.
Okay. Well, the laptop happened well over a year ago.
Oh.
He forgot his laptop at his dad's house. So when he got to school, he used a loaner.
Oh, no.
Okay. One fucking day of a loaner, lost it. So back to his dad's, gets the laptop, whatever. A week later, I get a notice from the school, and they're like,
you're gonna have to pay for this computer.
Lost this laptop. It's $300. I'm like, what?
How?
So I tell the dad, I'm not saying names. I tell the dad, like, look through the house. I'm sure it's there somewhere.
Right.
Like, how do you lose a laptop in one day?
Right. Like,
I'm like, search every
retrace your steps of one day.
Oh, they can't figure that shit out. I can't tell you how many times I'm like, well, where were you and what were you doing? And they're like, I don't know. So long story short, nobody's paid for this laptop. I get a call at least 3 times a week. A recording at least.
It's still gone. It's still missing.
Gone. I'm not fucking paying for it. Guess what? Guess who's paying for it? Him.
When he gets his job.
He gets his little license and he goes and he gets his little job, the first $300 are going to the school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Also, you can't graduate.
Yeah, right.
So things like that, I've definitely been like, before I would have just paid it off.
Right.
And like try to get it out of the
No,
bruh.
Well, that takes me back. My girls are further out of the house than your boys are.
Right.
But I was going to therapy, doing all the things, and I was telling her that the moment I would walk in the door after work, so long day of work, walk in the door, and it would be, Mom, I need $20 for this. Mom, I need $50 for this. Mom, I need a new pair of shoes. Mom, and I finally said, first to my therapist, because it would induce rage, because I would just be like, I just walked in the door. That's the
Yeah.
first thing you're going to say to me
Yep.
is, I need all this stuff. So talk to my therapist about it, whatever. And you mentioned rage is grief in a leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
A full circle moment right now. Literally, when I went through my divorce, I was left with nothing, pennies, less than 50 cents in my account. And we had some real financial stability issues. And
Yeah.
honestly, every time that happened, it took me back to the scarcity mindset. And
Absolutely.
my therapist was like, you need some boundaries.
Yep.
You do not, basically tell the girls, you do not say that to me the moment I walk in the door. I cannot process it in that moment. They can use words like, hey, Mom, when you have a minute, I have some things I need to talk to you about.
Right.
Okay. Then at least I'm in the mindset for it. I put my pay date in there, or my daughter put it in her calendar so she would know Mom got paid on Friday. So I'm going to, on Friday, say, I need this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy. But
Yeah.
my rage,
Boundaries. I did not, I didn't even know what the term really meant 10 years ago. Boundaries, though, like when you are just tired of putting up with shit, that's when you finally realize. And so it happens at this point in our lives, right? I never set a boundary. Yeah. And I never set a boundary until like probably a year ago, even, because I got to the point where I'm like, fuck this. I don't care anymore who likes me, who doesn't like me. If I don't teach them this shit now,
right.
What's going to happen 10 years from now?
Right. Yeah.
Like, are they going to be financially irresponsible? Are they going to take advantage of their significant other? Are they going to? And so, yeah, you have to get to a point where you're like, this isn't just about getting rid of the rage. This is also about teaching them something and teaching yourself something. Like, it feels better when you can hold it.
Right.
It didn't feel good at first.
Right. No.
It still has its days where I'm like, oh, this sucks so bad. Like, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I just said something to him the other day. I can't remember exactly what they did. And I said, if this happens again, you are grounded for a month.
Right.
Period.
No questions asked.
You're going nowhere. So hopefully that works because, yeah. So is it hormones? Is it more of like, we're finally waking up?
Right.
Obviously, is it a combination of the two of those things?
And probably, I think that they talk about women our age that are like you said, I'm over it. I'm not here to please anybody else.
Yep.
I am ready to start living for me now. And I don't know why that is exactly. Is it because our kids are growing up and it's like, okay, wait, who's going to take care of me?
For sure.
No one's ever taken care of me outside of my own parents. And then once that was gone.
Because, we can't just say it's perimenopause because perimenopause can start as early as like 38 years of age or whatever. So it wasn't all that time that all of a sudden we were
more like 50.
Yeah, we weren't. And it's going to be different for every single person. I understand that. Some people are going to start feeling rage at 40, some 45. We really didn't get there till 50. And then decided like, yeah, there comes a point where you have to say, this
doesn't work for me.
I've done what I can do. It's no longer working. And I'm tired of being taken advantage of.
Right.
Now, not everybody is doing it on purpose, obviously.
No. Our kids aren't typically doing it on purpose. Right. It's just what they've always known. So
yeah. But we've both had to set boundaries with the exes. Like, obviously.
That's where I learned my boundaries.
Obviously, you a hell of a lot more than me, but
yeah.
And I didn't do it for the first 8 years.
Right. Yeah.
I remember you being like, Tanya,
it is time. He does not get to tell
this isn't how it should work. You need to do XYZ. And I'm like, I know, but like, yeah. And now I'm like, oh, hell no.
Right. That is not how this is good. What is that? It's like you just finally decide to own your energy or something.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
And I guess what we could tell women is like, as soon as you start to feel that, own it then. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Yeah. And honestly,
there is something to women's intuition.
Yeah. I would like, and I really kind of hammered in my girls the idea of boundaries. I've had to because, again, of their
father,
of their dad, but the idea of boundaries, and you don't have to be a people pleaser, and no is a full sentence.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to have a reason why.
You and I are a little different that way in that I've never really felt like I was a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the opposite. My mom taught me, like, don't put up with shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you have always been a much more of a people pleaser, and I'm sure it's much harder then to actually set those boundaries. Or is it?
I actually don't think so. I think
Okay.
once I started, I was like, oh, this is good.
Okay.
This feels good.
Right. Yeah, it took me a while. Like, I don't know. Like, thinking back on the whole divorce and everything else, and just trying to, like, make peace, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have your children not feel like they're in the middle of it. I think that's where my head went, when really it was just, no, I could have been setting boundaries that would have shown them, like, this is how a parent functions with me.
Right. And most of the
Which
time,
I think now they do.
well, and I think too, I mean, a lot of times you feel safer when you know what the boundaries are.
True story.
Right.
Wow, never really thought of that. Yeah.
So then at least, you're not
Yes,
living in
that is
this
so
life
true,
of,
Erin.
yeah.
Because I remember my my oldest was my young one then, his therapist saying, like, this is actually good for him.
Yeah.
Like, you need to stick to, but, then you get two conflicting homes doing two different things. That was a hard part. Yeah, which, when you think about, for people who aren't divorced,
Yeah.
they are still married.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, how do I put it? Like, carrying the
load.
doing the invisible labor, whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm. Default parenting,
Yes,
whatever.
I remember, well, that's part of why I got divorced, was because that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did everything. I did all the doctor's appointments, all the family stuff, all the medical, all the events. You get to a point where you're like, this is some bullshit.
Right. Right. And
And so I guess my divorce was a boundary. I don't know.
But what better if you are younger and you're in this moment of questioning whether or not what you're going to do, maybe it is boundaries you need. Like, I'll plan the events for my family. You're going to have to plan them for yours.
Yeah.
Or something,
like. Yeah. And when that didn't happen, that's where the breakdown comes in.
Yeah.
Because it really didn't happen.
Right.
But yeah. So boundaries might seem a little spicy at first for people. So when that happens, like, you're going to, like, what happens when you get pushback is the question. Yes. What happens when you get pushback? Because I've gotten pushback, and of course it just makes I just shut down.
So I would say, well, depends on who I'm talking about. With pushback from my children, I just said, this is a boundary of mine, and you're manipulating me by asking me to break my boundary. And
Yeah.
I don't like that. So I became very, like, kind of removed the emotion from it and just was like.
Do you think that a lot of, though, why you're good? Because you're good. You're good at them.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't think to say you're manipulating me. Okay. A lot of that come from therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
God, I wish I'd had that therapist sooner.
Yes. Because when I talked to her about it, because my ex-husband, my divorce, all of those things made me very good at them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then with my kids, I would talk to her about it, and she's like, that's manipulation 101. Kids do it all the time to their parents.
Yeah. Not necessarily on purpose or knowing
they're not
that
being
doing
manipulators.
It, but,
they're just, they want what they want. Right?
Right. Oh, my oldest is so good at that.
Right? And I was like, I made the decision in my life. I'm not going to feel bad about this. This is my boundary. I am not going to feel bad about having boundaries.
Okay, so right now, Erin, you're the therapist for everybody that's listening and watching.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Because had I known even that, like, there's a language to it, even that makes a difference, I think that it would have been easier for me earlier
to know that. Or
like, you're the one that would say to me, like, okay, Tanya, that's not okay. I'm like, oh, okay.
okay, but they made me feel really bad, so I did it anyway.
Right.
I watched you do it the other night. I was like,
Oh, yeah. When I was like, no, and I hung up the phone, then I sent him money anyway.
that time. That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
I was like, he was manipulating
Fucking
you.
kids. Because I just love them. They're so
I
cute.
know, and they
Most of the
are.
time.
They are. I agree. But I also am like, if my budget says I have $50 to give you, I'm not giving you 60. I'm not. Hey, I have 50.
This is why I go broke. This is why I go broke.
This is why it's an issue.
Damn kids.
I think it's interesting because, I don't have a significant other in my life at this moment. So I think about boundaries with significant others. And I don't, because I'm good at the kid ones.
Right.
The ex-husband ones, well, yeah, that was easy peasy.
Yeah. We'll get into that one of these
Yeah,
days. We're going to
But
have to.
to have a significant other, like a healthy partnership, right?
Right.
With someone. And what do those boundaries look at? Because
Hell, I don't know.
Because that is where my people pleasing comes in. That's where that sneaks, rears its ugly little head.
Yeah. And see, my people pleasing doesn't come in. My attitude and my rage
We're
comes
like
in.
exact opposites.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably why we work. But like my rage will come in and like, or else I'll just shut down. I'm like, I'm not even fucking deal with this.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. But in a really good, healthy relationship where
What
both
does that
people
look
understand it, maybe that is just like heaven on earth.
You can have boundaries, and the other person is like, I respect your boundaries.
Shit. That's crazy
Maybe.
talk.
Maybe that's how it goes. I don't know.
Good. Okay, so yeah, like I was reading to you earlier, some of this research said, rage is often grief in a leather jacket.
That is
So-
really interesting.
Yeah, grief for lost years, unmet needs, grief for your body that has changed on you. Fucking just
I know. You look in the mirror and you're like,
mm,
what the?
grief for how much you carried quietly, maybe even not quietly,
Oh,
but
my eye's going to start twitching.
yeah. So,
Unmet needs. That's something to unpack right there.
yep, boundaries or rage is grief for unmet needs. I can totally see that. You're talking about me, aren't you?
No, I'm just thinking about unmet needs. Like that is just something I can unpack personally.
Yeah.
Like, what are my unmet needs? I'm sure there's many.
Right.
I've never really thought about it.
And if you're with someone, whether it's a family member, a significant other, a friend even, and they're not meeting your needs, eventually, as we get older, and our whole body is changing and the hormones are pumping and all the other things, that's probably going to come out as rage.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You never.
Yeah.
Those never always. Stay away from those.
Yeah. Well,
Those never always statements that kind of fly out of your mouth when the rage happens.
yeah, that's so true. So this is like so much deeper now than just the fucking dishwasher and mouth breathing
And Dollar General.
and drivers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Like, what the hell?
And sadly, I think I'm teaching that to my middle child. He's driving and he's like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Oh.
Like,
My oldest posted a TikTok about people not using their blinkers. And
Yes.
She is like raging about it. I get it.
and I think I liked the TikTok because I was like, right?
I get it. How hard is it to
Signal your intentions. That's what we were talking
Because I'm sitting here waiting for you. Fucker.
Signal your intentions. Jeez Louise.
Signal your intentions. Clear
Don't
as
you-
kind.
Don't you? I would have heard that one. But don't you remember in our driver's training? Do you don't remember our teacher ever saying
I
like,
have no memories of my childhood. Do you forget this?
yeah, that,
Except for when you ran through the stop sign
that's
during driver's training.
anyway, that's a whole other bag to unpack is how you and I really don't remember a lot
Of our childhood.
from our childhood. But the funny thing is we remember different things. Like I'll be like,
Yeah.
remember that time? And you're like, no.
Pretty sure I was not there.
No. And I'm like, oh, you were there. I have pictures like
It's there. Just saying.
all right. So is it hormonal overreaction? No, it is not, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
Rage.
Hormonal overreaction.
Yes. Is it just from your hormones fluctuating and changing in perimenopause. Do you think that's what it is? Or do you think it's a bigger picture?
Because the question is, why at said age of, let's say, 50 or whatever this age is, why do you all of a sudden feel like I don't give a fuck any
Right.
longer?
Or is it a
Like-
completely justified set of boundaries that just for some reason came later in life? I think the two are correlated.
Yeah. I think it's probably so multifaceted.
Absolutely.
You know,
Well, aging
your,
is multifaceted.
your lived experiences, your,
Yes,
you
yes.
know,
Maybe even like the more bullshit you put up with,
the less you're going to put up
and
with.
now you're at a point where you're like, okay, you know what? Life is ticking down.
Right.
And we've said, I don't want to look at it that way. I don't want to be like, oh my God, I'm already 52 and
Right.
it's all downhill from here. But there's also a point of like, I'm ready to like not have to deal with the bullshit.
Right.
And if that means I set the boundaries and I might get a little ragey, then guess what? That's okay.
Right. Yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Yeah. You know, Mrs. Panchula.
Oh my God. I forgot that. I used to be called that. Mamoop.
Mamoop.
You know, Mrs. Banchula. Listen, I've always had a little bit of a fiery side,
Spicy.
a spicy side. That's why we've worked.
That's
like
fine.
you try to calm me, and I try to be like, Erin,
You can be pissed about this.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Tell somebody. Yeah. So anyway, that's
That's our rant.
our rant on rage.
That's our rant on rage. Let us know what you're raging about.
Yeah, I think that obviously there's things that you can do to calm the rage, which are have the rational conversations, set the boundaries.
You know what I do? Honestly, like I'm thinking about in the moment, right? When I am
when you're
like,
feeling it,
you know, like
because you're also much better at like feeling it coming
right,
up.
right. I did again therapy.
Yeah,
I love my therapist.
I know.
So when I feel the rage, the whole like breathe in for, hold
Yes.
for, breathe out for, hold for. It
Honestly, the
works.
breathing helps. It does because it's actually resetting your nervous
It
system.
resets your nervous system. I swear by it. So
Yes, that is. Thank you for that example because I just gave that. So the other day, my middle child came out of practice and he was just like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "So like, I don't know what's going
Amped
on.
up.
Like, I had all these exams today, and then I had to go to practice, and now tomorrow I have to get on the bus early, and I didn't do a great job on this exam, da da da." And he's like, "Mom, I'm just like, so I don't even know what's going on right now." And I said, "Buddy, it's anxiety.
Yeah.
So we're gonna breathe." And he was like, "Huh?" And I'm like, because I mean, he was just like triggered.
right.
I said, "We're gonna breathe."
Aw.
Yeah. And you know, he's my sweet, like he buys into the okay, well, whatever you think is gonna work, we're gonna try it. And so we did some breathing. I was driving and he was riding and we did some breathing and stuff. And he was like, you know, it really does work.
I think I
And
feel
I'm
better.
like, it really does because buddy, this isn't just about like woo woo, okay, try this. It's literally calming your nervous system. It's talking to your brain.
It's taking you back to the basics,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the setting boundaries, literally having techniques
Mhm.
that, again, you're better at this than I am, recognizing it.
Mhm.
So how does she tell you to recognize it?
So for me, like when I become triggered, so this can be triggered for other reasons besides rage, but it all kind of feels the same in my body. But for me, I can feel it in my chest. My chest like tightens. I can feel it, and it's like I don't know, it's like a heat, so sort of. I don't even know,
Okay.
but it tightens and it's a heat, and I just know that
Like you can
there's
stop it.
something going on inside me, and most of the time, like let's say we were having a really uncomfortable conversation. That is the moment when I would say, I need to take a break right now.
Yeah.
I can
need to
feel
take a beat.
I can feel myself. She always says, put a pin in it. I need to put a pin in it. I'm going to go do something for a minute, even if it is just go breathe, but I'm going to go do something for myself. And then we can come back. We can finish this conversation, but I
Right.
got to regulate my system right now.
Yeah. And you know what? Hopefully whoever you're talking to that way goes, I get it.
But that's a boundary.
That's not always-
Talking about boundaries, people, that's a boundary. And I cannot tell you, being in the dating world, how many times that boundary is like, no, I just want to talk about it now. And it's like,
Yeah.
nope,
No.
nope, I need a minute.
And if they can't handle that,
Or flip side is like, for instance, something happened, let's say that I was uncomfortable with, and I know I need to go talk to my person about that, right?
right.
But I'm like, oh, I don't feel good about it right now.
Right.
So I need to process through it a little bit. So maybe it happened. And then 2 hours later, I go back and say, hey,
Right.
a couple of hours ago, this happened. I wasn't ready to talk to you about it, but I want to talk to you about it now. Have a conversation about it, whatever. And then it was, well, why did you talk about it when it happened? And I was like, well, because I could feel that I was triggered. I could feel that I was having big emotions about it. So I just needed to process those. Well, I'm safe. I can always process them with you. And I was like, this isn't about you.
Oh, God.
This is about me. So these boundaries.
That's a really good conversation that you would have with somebody if they allowed you to. If they didn't push, and
if they weren't feeling their own feelings as well and not
Exactly.
recognizing what they were feeling. Oh no,
Exactly.
people are a hot mess.
Yeah.
Hot fucking mess.
And it seems like some get messier with age, and some get
Well, it's a growth mindset, and I'm telling you what, growth mindset.
Yep. Oh my gosh, you're just so smart.
Anyway,
This is why I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Hella Good Living.
If you're nodding along or texting this to a friend,
Make sure you're following us at Hella Good Living on TikTok and Instagram.
and find all the good stuff at hellagoodlivin.com.
We don't do midlife.
We do more life.